place that set the standard for Vegas fitness. Then came Northwest, near Summerlin, sharing the Fit Club gym culture and vibes across Las Vegas. And the crown jewel, Henderson, a cutting-edge space designed for bodybuilders, competitors, and anyone chasing their best self. Fit Club Las Vegas, now with 3 locations.
I want to thank you for my plaque.
100,000. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
We've heard.
Oh
that.
shit! Okay, stop.
No way.
Stop.
No, we're keeping this going. Are you kidding me?
Oh my god! Where is the paper? Right.
This is gonna be the greatest reel ever.
Holy shit!
All right, let's try this again.
Let's try this again. Okay.
Here you go, sir. Be very, very, very careful. Here, hold on. Here, I'm going to pass it to Jay, and then he can pass it to you.
You go like this, you just...
Okay, make sure you don't spill it this time, because that's a large coffee. Look at how much more that is. All right.
Cappuccino. Or cappuccino.
I thought you were... That's Italian accent.
Yeah, I don't know what is right.
Give us
Cappuccino or cappuccino?
What's a Serbian accent when you drink?
Cappuccino. Cappuccino.
Cappuccino.
Chino. They say...
Your Serbian friend came to see us at the event again.
Yeah.
Guy that brought the shirts.
Madden?
Yeah, he came up to me. He's like, I'm really upset at you. I said, why? He goes, you never gave him the shirt. I said,
Yeah.
yes, he did. It just was delayed.
You were wearing
got
it, please. You were wearing it, taking snap pictures.
You didn't know? I was posting all over the internet.
I saw you.
I should have sold them.
I saw you. By the way, guys, Manager Matt is 234.
No, 237 to 240.
Okay, yeah. Abs almost visible.
They're getting there.
You just need to airbrush them like Chris Cormier did.
Well, or I get them tattooed in, then they're there forever.
Yeah, shit. Anyway, you guys
What's
were
going
in
on?
FIBO?
We haven't spoke to you in a while.
Yeah,
You've been too busy. Every time we're in town.
You guys are busy. You travel all over the world.
Yeah, but you've been traveling too. Every time I look, you're with Donald Trump and you're with Dana White and you're...
Yeah, I went to Miami, of course. I would not miss it. I'm going to New York. So I'm going to be at New York Pro for prejudging Friday. Mm-hmm. Looking forward to see Steve and the gym. I think it's 30 years anniversary today. I mean,
40.
This year. 40?
For what, the New York Pro?
Oh, shit. I missed it.
Gym.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's 40.
The New York Pro is still the longest
August
standing
15th
show.
August 15th is his event.
Yeah.
If I remember right, I could be wrong. Didn't the New York Pro, when it was the Night of Champions, didn't it start in the 70s?
I entered 11 times. You know, I love that show. You know, I mean, this is my first show that I beat Jay convincingly. The same points, but by better hairstyle or something. You know,
Early days.
How does that make you feel, knowing that this man right here defeated you?
You know what? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I haven't heard public apology that judges gave it to you at the Arnold Classic '99. You never said, I didn't earn it.
I think I was more shredded, you know.
All right. Anyway, yeah, you were more shredded. You were more shredded at the Ironman too.
Yeah, small.
You got no, okay. You were a small 99? Like
240.
what? 240. Yeah. What was your 2001 Olympia?
255.
And you want to say that 2009?
254, yeah.
So you were heavier 2001 to 2009.
Yeah, for 273, my first Olympia.
Do you believe that? He was using some Chinese scale.
Over, I mean, over time, you know this, as you add the muscle on and it gets more.
He looked humongous 2009. And 2001, I would say that 2001 is your best ever.
I think so too.
And also because you just posted the most underrated guy, and then you, humble self, said that Dorian should beat you. You know, 2001 version of you, I don't think he could beat in any, even his 93 version or 95 that you saw him first time when he was in best condition ever.
We don't just fight insurance companies, we train for it. If you want results, Get a lawyer that puts in the work. 107. Do you trust a lawyer that doesn't train? 102. Or a lawyer that quits when it gets tough? Pacific West Injury Law. We're built to win.
Based on the judge's standards, I think his conditioning and like the back size, you know, they were just enamored by his back. And it was so like, as soon as you turned around, like, remember he started that whole thing back, so, you know, win the show. Yeah. And now it's not that necessarily that case, right? I think that.
Yeah, but still back is valued more than front.
Yeah, it's kind of strange, isn't it?
Yeah. Same like
When there's
glutes are valued more than abs.
Yeah.
For a
It's
lot
kind of
guys.
shifted, I feel like, the judging perception now.
Yeah. You see, I love what Tyler Manning is doing in explaining everything in details after the show. Every judge should do that. I'm serious.
He usually does on most of the shows, though, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
if he's not there.
Did he
but
do
he
a couple of the breakdowns on the last couple of shows? Because
No, not last two.
we were
I
just
didn't.
kind of conversing about, you know, we just had a couple of contests that we're not too familiar with.
Yeah, but you were there. You didn't watch?
No, we didn't.
Not even you? Oh, my God.
We didn't like.
Our schedule was just insane.
Just too busy.
You're becoming like Mr. Olympia winner. Dorian never watches. Jay doesn't watch.
I mean, if I have someone in the show or if I'm
Yeah.
there, yeah. I mean, but I'm not.
Yeah. I'll tell you this, when I watched it, of course, online, and Sasan looked crazy. I mean,
He always does.
yeah, typical crazy conditioning. When I saw him like 2 days out, I didn't think they would same condition like last year, because last year, remember, he beat Andrew Jack at the prejudging. And just by crazy conditioning, like
What do you think,
situations everywhere.
there's a little blessing, you know, how would he end up at the last show?
Third.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he was kind of like the guy they talked about, because obviously he was second at a couple of shows. And, you know, now, I mean, he did make some improvements. I mean, his body definitely has more balance.
Second at the Detroit show, yeah. If he controlled his midsection at that show, like he did in the last couple of shows, it was much, much, much better control. He could have. The thing about Blessing is once he tries to push for conditioning and dies down and dries himself out, he loses the legs volume. And it was apparent in Brazil especially, because those two Brazilian guys had great shape and great balance. You know,
Where does Blessing go from here? What would you do?
he's going to go to, I guess, Pittsburgh, New York, and everything. And I commend that. I mean, I really do.
I think he's made a lot of improvements from last year. It's noticeable.
When you look at Blessings, like B taper when he, you know, vacuums it and it does front, last spread front, double biceps front, relax, and then especially back double biceps. It's crazy B taper. And then crazy shoulders, arms, back. It's exciting to see. He needs chest fullness to create that thick, you know, muscular density, you know, illusion, and keep the stomach vacuumed in. We talk about vacuum, we don't like it, but if you have that kind of problem, you have to vacuum it, because as soon as he, you know, breathes in and breathes out, you know, the obliques come out. And if you just watch him, he was
similar to Derek.
Yeah, but Derek doesn't have a bubble gut. You see,
no.
Let's talk about this. There's two completely different things. If you have a wide waist, that you're genetically, you know, predisposition, that's it. You can't do nothing about it. But then you have a bubble gut. Bubble gut is not genetic. You know, that's made. Wide waist, he had a wide waist, and his ab shots were great. His, you know, complete symmetry proportion, because as wide waist as it was, he created shoulders so wide that he had a V-taper.
Still, yeah.
But yeah, most of the guys, you can't penalize wide waist, but you can penalize bubble gut.
All right, take two. Hey guys, if you have not heard, I've launched my own TRT clinic. TRT Kingdom is now live. And if you would like to schedule on consult or get more information, make sure you guys go over, check it out, and let us see how we can help with your health needs.
Click the link below.
Shit.
Say click the link below.
Okay. Click the link below.
Why do you think you never had those issues? that some of the other guys have? Because you obviously ate as much food as anybody else out there.
Yeah, maybe
Genetics?
just genetic makeup. Yeah, I mean, when you talk about what causes, people have this whole perception on what causes the gut. I think it's a lot of it's, I trained my abs all the time. I had great control. I had good posture. I never let my stomach hang out. Like we talk about, the 05 Olympia was the only year eating oatmeal, like it came out at the end, but I never had, even in the off season at 300 pounds, I never had gut distension. But I also trained my abs year round. Even in the off season, I did a little bit of ab training, but I don't know. I always, even today, like I train abs consistently, but I always ate a lot of food, but I ate a lot of carbs too. I didn't eat a ton of protein. I mean, I still ate pretty high protein, but I feel like, a lot of it is just inflammation. I think some people are just reactive to different foods and obviously the stuff they were using. And, sometimes everyone gets all backed up. I didn't eat a ton of red meat either. It wasn't a huge thing for me.
I think people just eat way too much food.
Food.
Like I remember watching Phil some of those last days, and he was eating a pound of fish with every meal and like a couple cups of rice and whatever else. Like that food has to go somewhere.
Yeah, pound. That's 450 grams.
A pound.
God damn.
Yes, with
That's
every
almost
white fish,
100 grams of
all
protein.
whitefish.
Yeah.
But where does that food go? And then you wonder why your stomach's pushed out.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it's coming out of you as fast as it's going in.
Yeah.
You probably ate a ton of fish.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I was eating, but it went through me so fast. I had a super fast metabolism, right?
Yeah. Some of those Olympians, you said you didn't even do the cardio at all. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah.
Train twice a day, though.
Yeah.
A little different then.
I like it. I'm still going to stick to it. I think that abs are way underrated on the stage, judges, and then bodybuilders don't care for it. I mean, just look at them relax. It bothers me. They relax, and you can't see the six-pack anywhere. They just drop it. They drop the shoulders, drop the stomach. I mean, you're on stage, somebody's going to notice you. I notice this every time. And I bore myself to tears by saying this. But as soon as you step on the stage, like he was a perfect example, abs are in. If you breathe, you don't see the breathing from the stomach. It goes from the back, right?
Another thing I'm just thinking about right now, in a lot of the training videos, in your training videos, you would see you training abs at the end of the workout. I don't watch everyone's videos, but I can't remember the last time I've seen someone in the last X amount of years actually showing their ab routine. I'm sure they do, but it's not,
Okay.
I just don't see it as much.
When you go to the gyms, any Torture, New Tech, anybody you go, Fit Club, do you see anybody train abs?
I'm going to ask you, when's the last time you trained?
I do. I actually have. I have this half circle thing that I have in my living room, and every night when we watch movies, I put my back. Yeah, it's not fun because I had a hernia surgery, and ever since then, my abs are all like. It's kind of hard, but I don't train them like crazy. But at least 3-4 times a week.
When you go to the gym, do you ever train your abs?
Once, no. I don't want to say never, because sometimes I'll go there when you got an extra 15 minutes, like Vanessa will be training. I'll be like, okay, I'm going to go on one of the machines and just, but it's not consistent. No. And I need to.
You should
sure.
right now because on the favorable lightning, you have some abs going on.
I got the outside line starting to come in, but it's still it's not the Mona Lisa.
Hanging leg raises and high pulley cable crunches and create
Speaking
that
of
gap.
the Mona Lisa, we got to see the Mona Lisa.
Yeah, I've seen it. Have you
seen it?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, you think it's the real one?
That's what they question it.
It can't be. There's no way.
But then again, you can't put the fake one in the goddamn louver.
But this is why I don't think, I'm sure it's there. This is why I don't. Because that's the most priceless piece of artwork in the world. Priceless.
Yeah.
And there's a little rope there. Yeah. And there's like a little girl there with a flashlight. If somebody wanted, I'm not saying they would steal it, but they could just go jump and punch it. It's just there.
I was telling Jay, texting him, Mona Lisa was told before World War I by some Italian guy that I guess he thought that's Italian thing and it's Leonardo da Vinci and he wants to bring back to Italy. And he was, I guess, fixing the frames of something and he just walked out with it. And they couldn't find it for a couple of years. And then he tried to sell it to somebody, and whatever shop he was trying to sell, they called the police. And yeah, you can
Holy
Google
shit,
it.
I
But
never
somebody was telling me all this story, and it's like, holy shit. And then they questioned if Leonardo da Vinci is the only one that put the paint on it, and maybe some of his assistants did.
You know what's funny though? So as we go in there, Jay's like, I wonder where those guys broke in here. Remember recently? He goes, let's go find it.
Yeah.
You know, the guys broke in recently and tried to steal like some
Mona Lisa
diamonds.
too?
No, like they stole something out of the Louvre
They
recently.
don't have diamonds there, no?
No, it was like some historical piece of art or something. But they were saying how they pretended to be like I don't know, like repairmen or something. And he's like, I wonder where they're at. Let's go find it.
Yeah. I ever since I've seen your picture with the Mona Lisa in the background, I was trying to find mine, and I can't. I'm so pissed off. Maybe I didn't take it. Maybe I
you
didn't
can't
take
find it. It's got to be somewhere
Did
in
you
those.
walk there?
Yeah, with Alexandra, my daughter. I mean, Alexandra, she
Why were
loves
you there?
art. Yeah,
Why were you there?
because Alexandra is an artist. She loves art. She would come in front of, painting, and then, don't breathe, don't blink, don't do nothing, and just stares for like 10
Pretty
minutes.
amazing, though.
Yeah.
So I was telling Jay as we were walking in there, my favorite class in college was art appreciation.
Yeah?
And there was a painting there that I wanted to see that I heard about when I was 18 years old, and we found it.
Which
It's called
one?
The Raft of the Medusa. And it was this whole story about how this ship sank and the people were dying as they like floated on a raft, and how many people survived it. And it's this whole painting, and we found it. And I was like, holy shit, I learned about this when I was 18 years old, and there it is. It's just so weird that you could just walk up and touch this stuff. Like you think they would have it behind glass or something, because these things there's nothing, I don't think there's anything modern in there. Like you look at the dates and it's like this painting is 1600, this one's 1900.
So you actually think that that Mona Lisa could be like fake?
I'm sure they have the
Behind
real one somewhere.
plexiglass now, though. It's behind plexiglass.
Yeah.
But it's cool, the fact that I
cool.
got to see it.
Let me
though.
ask you. So I was there for Gold's Gym. You're a Gold's Gym owner, correct?
Yeah, I
And you
took the
changed it?
Powerhouse Gym, changed
Okay.
it to the Gold Gym for a year.
Why did you not stay with Gold's at the time?
I mean, listen, it was like $20,000 for, to get the license, and then like $1,500 a month or something. And I just didn't get the value,
Did they help you market or anything, or?
Not really. So after a year, I realized, what, I'm not getting any benefits from it, so I'm just going to change to something original.
What'd you change to?
Colosseum.
That's when you changed your
Yeah,
own.
yeah,
I had no affiliation then, right?
yeah. I mean, I love everything about Gold Gym, don't get me wrong,
We got to see some new Gold's gyms over there, like the new layouts, and they're unbelievable. Really nice. Yeah. If they put one of those gyms in Vegas, it would do very well. It's just more like, I don't know how to describe it, modern, but has like a old school feel to it with a modern vibe at the same time. So it feels very comforting.
You know what? Some people are teasing me that I don't have a neck from this.
You know what else they had
podcast,
there, though?
so I'm gonna
You know what
stretch
else they
them
had
out.
there, though?
Yeah.
They had 100-kilo dumbbells
Where?
at the Gold's Gym.
Okay, that's only 220.
220 pounds.
Yeah, but they have that gold 300 one.
Yeah, but those are not, nobody really works out in those. These are ones that are there that are actually people training.
Oh, really?
with. They have like 100, 95,
Yeah, but-
90. They had those big ones off to the side
Yeah.
like, for photo ops.
I had
Yeah.
up to 200. That was normal.
I'd never seen 220s. I've seen, well, Brian Shaw has 220s.
$60,000 for that set of dumbbells.
Yeah.
You know that? The
Why
gold
not?
dumbbells.
Why not? Because some stupid
Kind of
stuff.
a great showpiece, right?
Yeah, for sure. Doesn't
Andrew Jack rode them.
Yeah.
I saw
Couple of guys.
Mitchell Hooper did too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they showed him rowing them just like normal.
Didn't Andrew Jack did too?
Yeah, Andrew Jack.
Oh, he did.
And someone else did. Larry Wheels also.
I realized.
I think Big Boy also.
Big boy, yeah. I'm sure Havthor and
That's
other
one
guys
time
can.
when I trained with Ronnie when he was doing crazy shit in my gym.
Mm-hmm.
He was super disappointed I have only 200-pound dumbbells because he normally did 300. So I guess they had a 300 in Metroflex. Yeah. Yeah.
It's just wrong.
Yeah.
God, that hurts even just looking at it.
Yeah.
You know, the only time I could ever lift a 200 is if I was doing like shrugs, and it felt like my hands were going to pop off.
12 plates for the T-bar row. 12. And then when I say that, people don't believe it, but then he posted some video that you can see also. He did this in Texas. Then there was a bend over row, that he went up to 5.5. Yip, boom. And then he went to dumbbell row and then to the deadlift. His 6 plates, 7 plates, 8 plates, whatever. Holy shit. Yeah. But you know what? I'll tell you this. I watched some of the Hadi Chupan.
He trains
videos.
as heavy as anyone, too.
Holy hell.
I saw him doing 5.5 plates on the incline bench press.
I've seen 340 kilos, which is 750-pound squat drop sets from 340 to 300 to 260 to like. Holy,
If you could give him any advice, what would it be?
you know, to ease up, don't do it. You know, seriously.
Wait a minute. I've never heard Milos ever in the history of you say ease up.
As far as weight,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
crazy, though.
Slow down the reps, put more on the muscle.
You know what?
Don't push it.
I'll put a challenge out there to Hadi Chupan. I don't think Milos' superset would affect him one bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think he would just get through it and just look at you like, that's it?
Yeah,
He's
no.
probably the only one ever.
I actually watched some of his training videos. He knows what he's doing. He's training so perfectly, you know.
Yeah.
But very intense and deadlift like something crazy. I mean, you can't even pack on, you know, more plates on that machine.
I heard Hani say that a couple times when people would say, hey, man, you know, he's training so heavy that far out. And he's like, but
Yeah.
his form's perfect. And he's not.
Yeah.
It's not hard for him.
Just like when I asked Ronnie, hey man, would you change anything back then if you know what you know now? He says, hell no. He says, that's super heavy. I said, it wasn't heavy to me. And then when you think about it, when he does 15 reps, do you call that heavy? I guess you make the point.
So we also went to FIBO on our trip to France. We went to FIBO first.
I know.
For 4 days.
And you were super busy, right? Is this just like back in the 90s?
Yes. I mean, not
As
so
busy?
Saturday and Sunday.
I don't know. I can't tell. I mean, there's just too many halls, you know, and I'm only one of them, really.
I mean,
I saw you at FIBO one year.
yeah.
That's when I saw you when I hadn't seen you in quite a while. You came to see me. I think that was FIBO, right?
No, there was Anna Classic Madrid.
Oh, it
I
was.
think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When my ex wanted to take a picture with Jay, come on. I said, no, you see that line? It was line probably that would take us more than an hour. So she goes, like, just stay across, and if he sees you, maybe he's going to call you in, of course, you know, like casually. You know, he says, oh, Jay. And then he calls me in. you know.
So the main difference with FIBO compared to a lot of the other events we go to, a lot of the other ones are in one room. But FIBO's just, this year they actually had 2 more halls than they had before. It used to be up to 10, like 10.1, 10.2. So then they'd have like 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. This year they had 11 and 11.1 on top of it.
It's impossible to see everything.
Yes.
Right? For 3 days.
If you wanted to, if you went all 4 days and said, I'm going to walk up and down every aisle, you could, but there's no way you can do it all in one day. It's physically impossible. Just the amount, you'd have to walk 15 miles to go.
What comes close to that?
It's hard to compare it because it's just too many sectors
rooms
of what it is, you know.
Because if
High Rocks is really big now. You know what High Rocks is? It's like a almost like giant sets doing certain obstacles, kind of.
yeah,
Oh.
it's like a different. I don't know how to explain it either. They have it at Strength Culture. They do it there.
It's becoming
have you
super
do it.
popular. It started in Germany, actually.
But like
What are you talking about? Like equipment set up in
yeah,
certain...
but
yes and no. Some equipment,
You
some
run
other
and
stuff.
you do pull-ups.
Like you just go from this one to this one to this one.
Stations. You do
and
like the ski machine.
like 10 people go and they just keep rotating and rotating and rotating.
I like it.
They had like a High Rocks competition there in one of the halls.
Yeah, one whole hall.
But yeah, like Jay was in 11.1 both of the days. One day we went to 10.2 just for a short period. But for me to get to the other side, like for example, where New Tech was in 6. They were in hall 6 at the back. It took me 20 minutes to walk there. That's just getting to one hall. But then when you get to that hall is 200 meters deep or 150 meters deep. So even once you get to that hall, you still got to all the way to the back corner. And then when you come out, just imagine like a football field. That's how big this hall is. Then there's one here. Then there's one here. Then you got to go downstairs, cross over. Then you go by 2 or 3 more until you get to where he's at.
Is this in Essen or
Cologne.
Cologne? Cologne?
It's like, I don't know how many square feet it is, but it's
I forgot,
it's
but
a lot.
Dennis told me that I guess for a while they had 2 FIBOs a year.
Well, they had.
I didn't know that.
They tried to do. They did one in. They do one every year in Saudi Arabia. They had one in Miami one year, and they also have one in Shanghai.
Oh, he said 2 in Germany, so it was whatever. Yeah, I forgot about it. I didn't know. Dennis has been into every single one of them.
The fans in German fans are
crazy.
Yes. They're
and now
very
Dennis
supportive.
was promoting the show. Dennis was.
I didn't even see Dennis there. It was just you don't see a whole lot of people unless they come near, because Jay was obviously he was at the Young LA booth all 3 days, and then he was at the FIBO booth. So you don't really, and we're over on the opposite side. So he can't wander off.
So what were you there all day?
Pretty much.
From 9:30 till about 4 or 5 every day. But he can't go walk in there.
Yeah,
he can't walk 3 feet without 40 people surrounding him. So he doesn't get to see any of those things.
Rightfully so. Yep. That's Jay Cutler.
So this year, like just walking around, I mean, I saw Brandon Curry. I saw Andrew. We saw Andrew outside. We were walking. There was like a car accident right in front of him as we were walking. We saw him in back. Who else did I see? I didn't see Kevin. I went by his booth. But there is a lot of people didn't make it this year, though, because Lufthansa had a strike the week of FIBO. So tons of people's flights got canceled. So like Sean Clarita didn't make it. Andrea Shaw didn't make it. A bunch of people showed up 2 days later because they had to get, rerouted through a different airport because they were flying on Lufthansa.
What a time to cancel.
Yeah. It was like, so there was a lot of the big names that are normally there. I saw Chris Cormier, Brian. Trying to think who else. Who else came by? Phil Heath. He was there every day. Derek Lunsford.
Honey, we saw.
Yeah, that's where you showed the abs in front of
we're
Phil.
training with Herbs and
Wesley Vissers.
Bill Wesley.
Yeah.
Derek.
Crazy abs.
Derek. I was trying to Derek, stay tight in the poses,
Did he learn anything?
I don't know. We'll see.
We went to Evo.
Derek has a much better abs than he's showing them. There was moments when he does the most muscular that it's perfect. Okay? And you could see here and there, but then when he really, really hits it, he doesn't hit it that well.
Do you think that's just...
He didn't find that formula of how to breathe, how to contract.
And squeeze it to your spine.
Yeah, squeeze the spine, yeah. That's a muscle. You don't push out, that's push in. And then just, find the angle. A lot of people crunch down too much and you can't show it. Because if Derek is listening, right, watch your whole posing. And if at any moment you have perfect abs, freeze it, you repeat that kind of breathing for the ab pose. Because he has not 6-pack, he had an 8-pack. And then a crazy vacuum small waist, which you talk about, a scene you posted with Chris Cormier. You can't do the vacuum pose in the abs and tight shut. I mean, you hide the abs, that beats the purpose. You can't do that. I disagree with Tyler Mannion saying that you can do that. You can do intercostal serratus, you can do the traditional ab shot, and you can do the vacuum. Vacuum should not be allowed.
It just shows a small waist. It doesn't show abs.
Abdominals and thighs pose, and you show 0 abs. So that shouldn't be. But you mentioned Kevin. Let me ask you. I never asked you this, and you too, because you're a historian and expert. Kevin Leveroni against Flex Wheeler at their high days. They were going back and forth. They were beating each other at Arnold Classics and Olympias and all that stuff. How do you see it? And you, Jay, especially.
I'd say Flex.
So
Kevin
wins?
Against
I think
Flex.
Flex just lost on conditioning sometimes. Doesn't matter how great your body is if you're not in the best shape. The problem is he set a standard, like 03 set a standard. 93 set a standard. So the expectations, no matter what the judges say, like they have that stuck in the back of their minds, and they don't necessarily judge you on it. They still look at what's in front of you, but that's still not the best when Kevin has brought many different looks,
Yeah.
He was like, that guy could just transform his body in different looks,
17
huge,
hours.
leaner, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Because Flex only did the Ironman 93. That was his pro debut. And he looked great. He won that, but he was not ripped like he was at Arnold Classic. So downfall for Flex is he showed his best in the beginning of his career, and now every time after he couldn't duplicate that kind of conditioning. You know, you're right.
But Kevin had bad biceps, right? He had long flat biceps. Yeah. So I mean, but his triceps are out of this world.
Crazy. Shoulders crazy.
Side chest. He had the crazy serratus, and arms looked huge from the side. Yeah. Crazy delts.
And then he improved his back because he had to against Dorian.
But his back was very weak his first year.
Yeah.
But he still got second at the Olympia. I mean, just goes, his legs were overpowering at that point.
At that point, yeah.
Great legs. He had great legs, and then at the end of his career, his legs.
He lost them. I mean, knee problems. He told me he did the PRP like 7 times.
Then, yeah.
And then, when he told me he did it 7 times, that means that first 6 didn't work, so why bother? You know what I mean? and going into, I did the PRP once, and I have a video I have to show you. So I went there in Serbia, right? I'm going to do PRP. I thought they're going to just draw my blood. He said, lay down. I said, I'm laying down. And then I hear a drill. They were drilling my shin bone.
Oh!
Like, oh, shit.
Do that one more time.
Yeah.
How did it go?
Yeah, but you can feel it when it goes through.
Oh.
I'll send you.
Why do I want to see that?
Maybe audience wants to see it. It's quite graffic. Holy shit! Yeah,
that sounds like a horror movie.
Even worse, injection to the kneecap. When they injected, the centrifuge that fucking, blood.
Milos, you've had like every Frankenstein type of procedure done to you.
So what'd they say in the MRIs and all that?
I didn't get the results yet.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. I'm gonna rephrase this. What's right with you?
What do you mean? What's right? What is good?
What's good?
Yeah,
because you have a lot of shit going on, bro.
No, my
left shoulder.
My left shoulder is gone.
So you have one good.
My
shoulder.
right elbow is good. Right shoulder is okay.
How's your hip? How's your hip doing?
Horrible. Yeah,
I don't like hearing that.
And I mean, Jay noticed that first before I was even talking about hip. I was going to UFC at that time. He says, like, hey, when are you going to have a hip surgery? I said, what do you mean? Just by the way I was walking. Yeah. I mean, it's so visible. But you know what? Because I compensated, my left is now feeling almost as bad as right was before. So, holy shit. And then my knees are gone. My Achilles tendon from the left.
But you know what, though?
Trigger finger. Hey, yeah. You see? But is it? Try to unlock it.
No.
You can't. Yeah.
Yeah. Mine's not as bad as yours. But I've had it since I was a kid.
It hurts.
But you know what, though? You have a better hairline than me. You win. My forehead starts like right here.
I don't. I've seen a lot of people now using this DHT blockers, right? But actually, I've seen few that they really grew their hair back. Like, holy hell, like...
I saw this thing. I don't know if I forwarded to you. I forwarded to Jay. There's this new, in Taiwan, they have this cream that they put on. Within 20 days, they're showing that it's regrowing hair follicles. Within 20 days, that follicles that were no longer there, they're regrowing them. Obviously, of course, they'll never approve it here in America, but maybe go to Taiwan and once it's ready,
maybe we should have a cow shit to rub in for 4 weeks. No, but 4 weeks, and then if it doesn't work, sorry, here's your money back.
Would you grow your hair long again, or
no? I mean, I got that offer come to Turkey and do that thing. I said, what do I need it for?
Your hairline's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be. Look at Jay's.
How old are you now?
62. Yeah.
It's messed up. Yeah. I'm 47. My hair was worse than that when I was like 17.
You know what is messed up? That it doesn't get better, it gets worse. So I'm just thinking, like, what it's going to be in a couple of years and in 10 years.
You might have that little racing stripe going down.
No, I don't care for my hair, Everything else.
So when you came in here, we were talking about the greatest 212 of all time. So is this like a controversy right now?
No. I think yesterday or today I've seen Fuad Abiyad was talking about who is best, and then I think he mentioned Keon.
So is it the best, like
body
under 212, or actually competed at the 212?
No, not competed, but competed or not competed. He included Lee Priest and Sean Ray, and You can add Lila Brada. You can add Thierry
Dexter
Pastel.
Jackson in there for a while.
Dexter for a while, yeah. He turned pro as a light
Well,
heavy.
yeah.
He's in the 190s, yeah.
Yeah.
If I were to vote on that, you'd have to say Sean, in my opinion, because he never competed over 212.
Yeah.
And he got second.
How much was Lee Priest?
He was up to 200 pounds.
He was pretty incredible.
190s. I mean, he's going to be right there too.
He was talking when he beat Chris Cormier, he was 199, and Chris and Ronnie were pissed, because we were losing to a small guy. But Lee
When's the first time you saw Lee Priest?
Yeah, to the 1988 Universe in Arizona, Tucson.
88?
1988, and he was there with his mom, and he actually competed, and then he did a posing routine with his mom, like couples. It was
He was
great.
like 13 or something. I remember seeing.
Yeah, it
I
was
remember
like-
seeing pictures of it.
It was crazy. Yeah, and he looked like a Lee Priest already. And then I've seen his pro debut, 93 at Niagara Falls.
How do you look there?
Great. I mean, I beat him at that show, but possibly I didn't supposed to. It's just like my seniority because I competed
What
there.
did you get?
7, 8, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, eighth.
If Lee was competing today, how would he fare?
I think best Lee is like 97 Olympia.
How would he do in the 212 now?
Or he. I mean, I love Keon, right? But Keon has a better structure, wider, and all that stuff. But you have to see Lee in person.
Yeah.
Like if Jay Cutler tell you that's most impressive physique he's ever seen in his life, it tells you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, and he looks narrow, but then when he opens up, he has all lats and V-taper and everything, thick legs, super thick arms.
The legs, the arms,
Yeah, everything. Great abs, long torso, but great abs. Yeah, but I agree. If I would say Sean Ray, but you made a point, Lila Brada, because Sean and Lee were going back and forth, beating each other. But I think that Sean beat him few extra times, because Sean was
How much did Rich Gaspari weigh?
210.
Was he in there? He'd have been in that conversation too.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put him, even though he was second to Lee Haney a couple of times, 3 times.
Yeah. 3 years. Would you put Flex Lewis in that mix?
Yeah, I would. I mean, listen, if you say by accomplishments, Flex did the most.
Most decorated.
So if you say who is the best 212, you can beat 7-time champion, right? But if you look physique for physique, pose by pose, I don't think he would ever beat Sean or Lee Priest. My opinion.
What was I'm forgetting his name right now.
Thierry Pastel was great.
That's who we saw.
Yeah.
I saw him in France. He came to the gym. I remembered seeing
I love
pictures of
him.
him years ago. I always thought he was like 6 feet tall. But
He's 5'4".
He's not. He's tiny. Yeah, I never like when he walked in, I was waiting to see this bigger, and it was like,
He came
wow.
to see me.
Yeah, he
gave me
came
a-
to see Jay just to see Jay. He gave
I
us
love Thierry Pastel.
both. Yeah,
What a guy.
but he's still in good shape. He's still got arms on him and stuff. And
let
what
me-
is he in his late 60s?
He's older than me for sure.
I think he said what his last year competing was. Did he say 93?
94.
94. His last year.
93, he was still winning. I think he won that French show. He beat Claremont, and I was third. I beat Kevin LeBron in that one.
So I wonder if he would have been under 212.
He would be 100% on the 212.
So there's a lot of guys that people don't even talk about that would be
Yeah.
I
problem.
mean, you could talk to Ben Fado was really
Francis
good.
Benfado.
Flavio.
Mohamed Maccabi, Danny Padilla.
Yeah, he talked about Mukawi. Yeah, Padilla.
Yeah.
I mean,
But then see, I look at it this way too. If you say the greatest 212 competitor
Yeah,
of all
that's
time,
Flex Lewis.
but the question is, is it that, or is it someone like a Derek who won the 212 and then graduated and won the Open? But Hadi never won the 212, but Hadi won a 212 and an Open show in the same year, and he ended up winning the
Okay,
Olympia.
2021 version of Derek would not be considered, best
Yeah,
212.
of course, yeah.
Because he hardly beat Clarida in that show, if you remember.
Yeah.
And it probably because he had to strip down to 212, he would be like 235, looking crazy, and then, to lose that kind of weight. Flex Lewis said that he had to lose like at least 12, 15 pounds to make the weight. And that can cause you, of course, loss of the dramatic full look.
I used to always laugh when Flex would do these the press conference, and every year they'd say, "What are you bringing different this year?" And I wish one year he'd be like, "Well, I was 210.9 last year. I'm 210.9 this year." It's like, what do you? He can't get any bigger. He's like, he's capped out. Like, why are you asking him this? I always felt bad for him for that.
And now it just hit me. I mean, possibly the best body in 212 was Hari Chupan when he was 212. That was fucking that Korea show. It was untouchable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of those guys at a smaller weight looked better. Like Jay will say the same thing. Ronnie looked his best when he was 248.
I love his 98 look.
And Arnold, I think he was even lighter at Arnold 201.
Yeah. 98, first time when he won, that's the best Ronnie Coleman. I don't care. 99, of course, he was bigger and all that stuff. Like, I would give you 2001 over 2009.
I get it.
But maybe judges wouldn't.
Yeah.
I would give myself 97 Canada over my 99 British Grand Prix, but judges wouldn't. For me, it's no comparison. It was way better here. Just push the sides. Yeah.
Actually, I think most of the kind of legends of the sport, if you look at their
Kevin
younger
Levrone.
years, you know who sticks out the most to me is if you go back and look at Big Ramy at the New York Pro.
Yeah, first time.
His waist was tiny, his leg, he had everything. And by the time he won, I still think his look was better at the New York Pro than when he won.
Possibly. I asked Kevin Levrone also, he thinks that 93 Nairo champions, no, 93, 92 Nairo champions, yeah. Because Kevin lost Chicago Pro, his pro debut. He was third. Porter Cochelle won and Thierry Purcell was second. And it was expected that Kevin's just going to walk away, and he didn't. His condition was not right. And then he came 92 Nairo champions, peeled out of his mind. Like I said, legs were that sweeping, separated, vascular, crazy shoulders, crazy arms.
You know who else we saw in Germany? Marcus Rule.
Rule.
See him he's still big. He's still big though. Yeah. He's still a big dude. I don't know how much he weighs. He's probably 270 still.
80.
He's not bigger. He could be 280 because he's tall. He's not short.
Yeah.
But he's still a big guy, and his brand looks like he's super successful there, which is awesome.
He's super popular for a reason, but I would still say that he's the biggest freak of all freaks.
Of course. Then New York. What year was that? 99 New York.
2002.
2002. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But put it this way, they compare him with Nick Walker or something else. There's no comparisons. Not even the same universe.
No.
Yeah.
He looked ridiculous. I always remember seeing the Marcus Rule videos, and they would show him training. They'd go outside, and he'd start smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, that's how it is. Like, if you go to Germany, back in the 90s.
Get a warm beer.
Try to do the cardio in Germany when there's a smoke around. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Was it like that in Serbia?
In Serbia, no, not in gyms. But in Serbia, everybody smoked, man. My sister was smoking since she was 13 years old.
You in your career, you didn't really train a whole lot in Serbia because by the time you really started progressing, you're already in America.
From 81 to 87, yeah.
What do you miss about training in Serbia?
I love this bodybuilding club, Bache. We improvised. We made our own equipment, and I'm telling you, they're super functional. Those we call them lat machines, like to do the lat pull downs. It was perfect. Cable rows, all the benches. I love it.
Was there like a legendary gym that you trained at that's still there?
That's the gym that's my home gym that I love. And I
still there?
It's still there. Yeah, still there. With the equipment that is 50 years old. Yeah.
That's cool. So that you know what you
will have a better experience in training there than in any fancy gym. Because it's hardcore,
So now this means, now I have two things on my list.
Yeah.
You and I have to go to a basketball game in Serbia.
Serbia,
I have to see it. I have to see a basketball game there, and then we'll train at your gym.
Listen. August 1st, UFC comes to Serbia. Belgrade. It's announced.
You're going for sure.
I have to, of course. But, I knew it for like 3 months, but I couldn't say it, I said, so I already planning, but I couldn't say it to a living soul until it was published. August 1st, imagine. And Serbia, what you see at the basketball game, you're going to see at the UFC.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because has it ever been there?
Yeah, never. First time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
And the
looks like Milos-
fans are crazy.
Who's Serbian that's competing?
Yeah, the Uroš Medic, Medic, but they call him Medic, a doctor. He knocked out like last 4 opponents. He's super good. Then Duško Todorović, he's going to do the Rakic, Alexander Rakic. There is I think it's going to be stacked with the Serbian guys.
So the question
And
is,
Uroš Medic is going to be, I can't believe I said Medic, you know. I actually once called myself Milos Sarcev. You know, like you repeat what you hear. So Uroš Medic, people should know exactly his name. If he wins that one, he's going to be a fight away from, fighting for a title.
so the question is, will Jokic be there? And will Djokovic be there? Because that's still off season for the NBA.
I mean, Jokic is not there.
But I thought
But if he would be there, of course.
I thought Jokic every year when the season was over, he goes back because he wants to raise horses.
Yeah, but Jokic and his brother, they can come at the UFC and fight right now. But those guys are bad dudes.
No, I know they can, but I'm just saying it's
they
his home
can
country.
Because you have to be under 260. That's
No, not that. Meaning, don't you think that they'll want to be at that since it's in their home country and they'll be there?
Probably. I mean, I would love nothing more but to see both of them.
Have the UFC
Remember
reach out to him.
Djokovic,
Because, he's there. Who knows? That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. I don't know if Novak is into this. But
Dude,
Novak,
everybody's, trust me, his brother is.
Novak met Uroš in L.A. when he came for Indiana Wells, the tournament. So they got together. So I'm sure that he's a fan. Novak Djokovic has to be a fan of every sport.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Well, how come you're not friends with him? You should be.
I mean,
It's not like there's that many world-renowned people from Serbia killing
I would
it.
love to meet him. Yeah, I would love to meet him.
Well, maybe if he's there, maybe the UFC will help set
Did
it
you
up.
was there a fight this past weekend?
Yeah, there was Aljamain Sterling won in Apex.
Saw the highlights, yeah.
Did you go?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and Arj was great. I mean, yeah, Dennis was going to bet against him. I said, Dennis,
What's going
there's
on
no
with
way.
Aspinall? He's not
He
fighting.
is not cleared
is
for
his eye better now, or
No, he's much better. He's training full steam, like all the drills and heavy, but he can't spar because he still can't have a contact. So he has to get.
What was the
clearance.
exact? Was there a certain
I mean,
injury he had? I didn't follow.
I mean, I won't be able to repeat. Yeah.
no,
He
meaning
posted.
like publicly, did he say this? What
Yeah.
happened? Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't.
It's
know
out
what it
there,
was.
but what do I know?
Yeah.
What do I know?
White House card for him, or what's the biggest name on the White House card now?
Well, but, Ilya Topuria is, for me, he is phenomenal, right? And he's fighting Justin Gaethje because,
Saw that.
yeah, I guess Makachev was not ready for it, injury, right? So this is it. And then Alex Pereira against Cyril Gane. Oh, my God, that's super interesting fight.
I wish Dustin Poirier would have came back out of retirement
Yeah.
to fight Conor one more time. That would have been great.
Yeah. You think Conor's going to come back?
I don't know.
You think?
It's a long time off. It's hard, bro. How long's it been now? 5 years?
Imagine, just
2
think,
years.
think as a bodybuilder, if you take a year off, how hard it is. Imagine if you're a fighter and you haven't been, and I remembered hearing that quote a long time ago. It's hard to get punched in the face when you're sleeping in silk sheets.
Yeah.
That's
You have to be punched in the face anytime.
You don't want to get punched in the face anyways, but when you got money like that, you don't want to get in a ring and get
Yeah,
punched.
but it's competitiveness, right? Competitiveness.
But his last couple fights have not fared very well for him.
Yeah.
So you might
I
have.
think John Jones had like 3-year layoff until that Ovens
he did, yeah,
sent
you're
through. Right? And he
John
came back
Jones is
real
the
rusty, did the 5 rounds, but yeah. John Jones is a GOAT. You have to give it to him. I mean, he dominated light heavies like nobody else did.
Him and Khabib.
Khabib, yeah. But John did more fights, more defenses, so. Did you see him? Was he there?
He didn't come. He was
But you saw him at the Arnold Classic?
supposed to be at the FIBO, but he didn't make it.
Yeah.
Had an issue, I think, getting there.
Lufthansa.
Yeah. If I remember right, I want to say Young LA said like 60 of their flights they had to like try to redirect. But think of how many, because you got to think Frankfurt is normally where you fly in, then you just take the train to Cologne.
Yeah.
So everyone and that's Lufthansa's global hub. So if they're on strike, none of the planes are coming in there. So think of how many people from the U.S., unless you are flying on a U.S. carrier, or if you're flying on KLM or British or one of those other ones, there
was 1 year FIBO when there was that volcano in Iceland. And then
planes can't fly.
Yeah, they can't fly. But then I got the flight to go down to Frankfurt, and I had to, take a train. It was
we took the train this time.
Yeah?
It's like 45 minutes. Yeah, it's easier. Because if you get once you come through customs, if you get a car, it's about a 2.5 hour ride, and it gets a little.
You don't want to drive in Germany. There's no speed limit.
No. There's times in the past they'd be driving us in a minivan. We're going like fucking 130, and you're just scared because I'm in the back seat and the thing's doing this as you're going. I'm like, we're in a minivan. We're not in a sports car. But the train, you get on the train, and the train goes 300 kilometers an hour. And it gets there in 45 minutes, and it drops you off, and it's just much easier.
Trains are great. I hope they're going to make that LA Las Vegas train. No?
Well, no, they're building it, but who knows? It'll probably take 40 years to finish it.
Did you ever drive on the Autobahn?
Yeah.
Fast?
Yeah. I mean,
what?
I did a few times. 99. This is why I decided to go from Mercedes to BMW, because this guy was driving me everywhere. So I said, okay, let me step on it and feel it. And I was kind of scared. I don't know. I was going 200 kilometers. I'm not going to lie. Like, look, I'm cool. I'm not cool. Same like Hunter gave me his Ferrari, right? I said, drive around.
The yellow one?
And then he was just, come on, don't drive like a bitch.
The yellow one?
Yeah.
Did you rip it?
No, I couldn't. I'm scared shitless.
What do you mean he was driving in the car with you?
No, he gave me his Ferrari to drive. So, I said, let me see, first time in my life, right? I step on it, and I stepped, which I thought was fast for me. I said, there was nothing enough. So I said, okay, don't drive like a bitch. And then, I couldn't do anything. So I said, get out.
You know what's crazy, though? If he would drive your Tesla, it puts your fucking... feel like you have stars in your head
because its acceleration is crazy.
It's electric. Yeah.
Like 1.9 seconds to 60. Like when you push on it, have you ever seen those videos where somebody will sit up and they push on the gas and they will be pushed against the seat. When they slow down, they fall down.
No, I do.
You know what? The first time I ever heard of the Autobahn in my life, because I was a basketball fan, Drazen Petrovic. He got killed on the Autobahn. And he and people forget about this.
He was so good.
He used to cook Jordan left and right, and people never talk about that.
If Drazen would get the ball, you can't stop him.
Yes.
The only way to stop him was, not to let him
Did you
receive
ever
the
hear
ball.
that name, Drazen Petrovic?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone.
And Alexander Petrovic, his brother.
That's why when I argue about basketball, a lot of times, like some of us watched all the games back then, and Drazen Petrovic used to give everyone the business, including Jordan.
Yeah.
There's nothing they could do to stop him.
You're a basketball fan.
And he'd talk shit too. So I like that. Oh, he'd run his mouth to everybody. Yeah. And I don't know if his English was any good.
I'm sure.
But yeah, I remember he was young. He got killed on the Autobahn.
Yeah, one of the best.
That was
ever.
the first time I'd heard of that.
He used to play for Yugoslavia. He's Croatian, but he played for Yugoslavia. We were 2 times Olympic gold medalists, 2 times world champion. We had a team. Yeah. Okay, let me... if you know these names, I'm going to be shocked. Dražen Dalipagic.
Never heard that.
Okay, that he was Kicanovic, Mirza Delibasic. You don't know. Those are
top name.
those are the gods.
See, a lot of times, like when I was young, coming up, the only European player you really knew about was Sabonis. Because he didn't come to the NBA.
Ukraine or Lithuania? I
think he's Lithuanian.
Yeah.
And he didn't come to the NBA, and everyone was always like, why wouldn't he come to the NBA? But he was making so much money there. He was making more money playing over in Europe than he was playing in the NBA. And at the end of his career, he came to the NBA, and he still dominated because he was a 7'3" guy with like point guard skills.
I told you this.
And his son plays in the NBA now. He's an all-star.
I think I told you, Jay, there is a photographer from LA that came and stayed with us for 3-4 days. He was covering WrestleMania. And then, he has his laptop, and then he showed me all these kind of pictures from any event. And then he has like almost 100,000 pictures of Kobe.
Oh, wow.
Never published. See, publish it. Give it to me.
Milos should
I'm
post
serious.
them shits. Yeah.
Are
Listen,
you still posting pictures all the time, or
yeah.
How many
times
posts
a
do you
day?
do a day?
I don't know. I mean,
We're
listen,
gonna look this
I know that's horrible for algorithms and all this shit, but I don't care. I don't do it for, what's the difference of having a 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 million? Doesn't matter. I don't do it for followers. I do it for real fans.
Guess how many posts Milos has? Just guess.
how many?
13,400. I think I have 400.
Yeah, okay, listen. And out of those 13,000, whatever, 400, many are like multiple pictures, right? You can put up to 20.
So you probably have like 50,000
Oh,
photos.
100%. 100%.
See, if you ever want to know, if you ever want to see
I have
some old,
2,500 posts.
Yeah.
I don't think I have many. I don't give a shit. I haven't
Yeah,
posted.
you
I
put
haven't posted on my main
You
page
put
in a year and a
a
half.
picture of every
have
cup
440.
of coffee you had everywhere.
That's all I care about.
Speaking of coffee.
Yeah,
How
look
come you're
at,
not drinking?
I've already had about 17 of them, so I'm good for now. I'll have a couple more before I go train here shortly.
Yeah?
Are you so?
I'm
Where you
training
been
legs.
training?
New Tech. I'm going 4 o'clock training
Anything
legs.
new over there?
Actually, I heard that.
I saw a new piece.
Yeah, I didn't see it yet.
I saw the back piece. I tried it.
Really? And there is a leg piece, like a laying down leg press.
I didn't see that.
I can't
one,
wait to
but-
try it.
but
I'm
I
going to do it
tried the
today.
new back piece, and it's nice.
Yeah. Everything New Tech is state of the art.
Yes. It was. I didn't even. I went over there just to chit chat, and one of
What,
the
what
guys.
else? They had like 5-6 new pieces.
I didn't get to see everything. I went by there. I just had a
Can't
brief
wait, actually.
moment,
Yeah.
and one of the guys grabbed me, and Mr. Bien was like, "No, he just grabbed me and took me to this equipment." And I was standing there with my backpack on, everything. It's like one of those. It's one of the back pieces where you stand up and you pull back, but it's the way it moves. It's so smooth. You can just feel everything going in and out, no matter.
Did you ever try that standing row machine that they have? Standing row. I love it.
Yeah.
What do you think about Regan at 305?
Great. I mean, we are all big fans of Regan, and you said it yourself. If he puts the size,
Is he looks like he's put on a little size though? It looks like
a little bit, yeah. I still,
you still have some areas where you'd feel.
I would still blast
Chest
those
and-
legs. Listen,
He has been.
yeah,
He's actually training him like heavy again.
but heavy means nothing.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
He's very
Pain
strong.
means everything.
Yeah.
Because you've seen him put like 24 plates on the leg press, and does 20 reps.
I say this to people all the time. Like you'll see certain bodybuilders out there that you're known for being strong. And
Yeah.
Regan is as strong as anyone in the industry. Anyone. And it's but nobody knows because he
Freaky
doesn't show
strong.
it.
No, freaky strong.
He can grab the same weights as the strongest guys out there and do them just as much, if not more. But he doesn't. He usually doesn't show that online. But yeah, I think he's. I don't know if his prep has started.
Yeah, it says he's 15 and a half weeks out or something.
Yeah.
He's just started it.
Yeah.
But he'll be back here in shortly.
He doesn't respond to my messages I send him.
So
'Cause-
what do you
'cause
think
Dennis
about
was saying
what do you
to-
think about Michael Crezo updates? Antonio.
Burton, yeah.
What do you think about Rafa?
Rafael, yeah. I think that they're gonna all bring their best. So let's start with Michael Crezo. I know first time you saw him was in
But
the
he
Gold
looks
Gym.
pretty balanced right now.
Yeah. But you saw him and you were surprised with the density and quality and
he's got the way
fibers.
his skin lays over. It's like Phil Heathish,
I saw him.
Hardness.
I saw him maybe 2 weeks before when he was in Vegas, and I was super impressed. Now he's at his all-time best, right? What is missing always presentation. He comes on the stage, and it looks like he has to look at his body when he does pose, right? And forgets about the stomach and cannot last 2-3 rounds. So if Michael is listening, right? You just need to control your breathing and stomach. Everything else, even if you try to lose those arms, you can't. Try to lose that shoulder, you can't, right? And that's all there is to it. I mean, he should be a favorite going into that
You
show.
think he'll win?
He has a very good chance to win. If he
And
shows the abs, his legs are bigger now.
But think like Antonio's only doing one of the shows.
Yeah.
Just Pittsburgh.
Is he doing Pittsburgh?
One or the other, yeah.
I'm not sure.
It doesn't make sense. I mean, I've seen Antonio here in Vegas like 3 weeks ago, maybe. He looked tremendous. He has everything, right? And remember when they were competing, 2023, I think, Krizo was one place ahead of Tonio. And then I guess Krizo didn't compete 24 and 25 at Olympia, even though he was qualified for 2025.
Didn't he have shoulder surgery or something like that?
Yeah, shoulder surgery. But Krizo is super dangerous because crazy shoulders, crazy arms. I think those are the best arms in bodybuilding now.
He's right up there.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of guys now that have obscenely big arms.
We saw
Nick,
Rolly.
Andrew.
Really?
Yeah, we saw Rolly.
I've seen them.
Nick, Andrew, Samson.
Yeah.
Andrew, Krizo. All those guys'
Nick
arms
Walker.
are
Nick Walker's
insane.
arms are crazy. Yeah. But Krizo has that dancing
He's got
hardness.
the hardness.
Yeah.
What about Rafa? I haven't seen him recently,
I love his physique.
but it looks like he's dialed in.
And I think he got spanked and, back to reality, and now he's training super hard. He has also this striated physique, but he only presented from the front. From the back was not the same thing. Hamstring glutes. His back is improved. He has a beautiful shape. If he gets this hamstring and glutes and crazy conditioning, he is right there. He can win too.
So,
Tonio can win, of course. Tonio is posing also very well. And Tonio has his crazy sweeping thighs and crazy back and width.
Yeah,
Super competitive.
it'll be a good show. When is that? Is that next weekend? Or the weekend after?
No.
May 9th.
Yeah.
So it's not this weekend. It's next weekend.
weekend, yeah.
And then Pittsburgh is a week later, right?
Yeah.
1 week. Yeah, 1 week later.
Yeah. Anybody else? There's somebody else. Oh, Brandon Curry is competing, right?
He's doing Pittsburgh. I don't know if he's doing New York too. If he's
Yeah,
doing New York. We
saw him in Germany.
Yeah.
Listen, man.
What if he's
Brandon can win. He can win any of these shows.
Yeah.
For sure. Realistically, he's the front runner in all these shows. Because I don't think any of these guys have
beat
beat
him
him
before?
anytime soon. It's not like he's
you're
missing
probably
parts.
right.
He's got the shape, he's got the size, he's got the presentation, he's got everything.
Yeah.
His conditioning looks to be where it's. I mean, Brandon can go in there and win.
It's going to be super,
all those shows.
super tight show. I don't know if this Jose Munoz is competing. The classic guy is looking like he's putting weight for the open class.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if he's doing the show or not, or he's just doing guest posing in Pittsburgh.
Maybe.
But he could be
Samson and Andrew are
dangerous.
guest posing.
He can be dangerous open.
Yeah.
Derek, too, yeah.
Is he guest posing? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Andrew Jack and everybody
I
else.
got to train with Wesley Vissers when I was in Germany.
What do you do?
Chest, right? Yeah.
You know what? Jay said something while he was training with him, and Wesley was doing poses, and he did some actual open bodybuilding poses. And I remember Jay saying, he's like, it's a shame you guys can't do a back lat spread because his back is ridiculous. He could compete with the open guys.
He
Yes,
did. He
can.
He beat Foda at Detroit show when they had the classic winner against the open winner. And
I think Wesley one day will do an open show and he will shock people. Because I wonder if those legs would be even bigger if he didn't, because I think he still has a weight cap that he has to.
he's still far away, I think.
Is he?
He can still add, but he improved his quads dramatically, I must say.
Yes.
So whatever he's doing, he should continue doing. Yeah, I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. It doesn't make any sense that Classic doesn't have a lat spread front and back.
Of course.
They
They should. It's still
Because
bodybuilding.
By definition, Classic is aesthetics is first, and aesthetics means V-taper, shape, right, structure. And then you don't have two poses that show that the most. Doesn't make sense.
They should have all the same poses.
Exactly.
And then maybe one extra, the favorite classic pose.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. Why not? Because it takes time. It takes 17 seconds more. No, but
You're right. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I'm never wrong.
What do you think of that? Were you wrong when you called Jay a stage decoration?
Come on, 1999. Yeah.
How many times were you a stage decoration?
So many. So many. You know,
Right.
you were never out of shape, even though, like, okay, 2000 Olympia was not your best, but you still made like 8, right? So your worst ever
What
would
was
be
your worst?
much
In
better
your
than mine.
opinion, what was your worst? Where you were like, damn, I'm disappointed in myself.
2008.
98, yeah.
98.
What was it? Was it a
Champion.
conditioning thing? Or was you
98,
just-
98, 98.
Was it a conditioning
Yeah,
thing?
No, 2000.
diuretics, yeah.
2000 Olympia. 2000 Olympia, when you were 8.
Yeah, it was just flat, you know, off.
You were
Were
off.
you ever out of shape at any shows?
No, with that 98, I wasn't out of shape. I just was water because I didn't take any diuretics. You know, and I still almost beat him. with all diuretics.
Almost.
He was on every diuretic there is.
Almost.
He knew how to beat the test. I didn't.
That's because he was working with Balco. He knew how to beat everything.
Too bad, so sad. You didn't do it. If you asked me, I would give it to
And you know what? He still got that protocol. He takes it before he comes on the podcast.
No, I didn't.
No diuretics today?
No, just look at my basketball head.
Are you going to train today or?
Yeah, I'm going from here. I'm going straight to New Tech. Okay. I have a Pete at 4:00, and we're gonna do crazy legs. But anyway, listen, it's not fair. We didn't touch the subject of FIBO. Sasan won convincingly. That was not even close. Mo Nasur, you know, I think you pronounce Nasur.
I don't know how to pronounce his name.
He came big time improved and played second.
That's the guy he came and
posed
saw.
for me, yeah.
He posed for Jay in one of the hallways there. Yeah, we saw
I think
him.
he's doctor from Jordan.
He is. He's a doctor.
Yeah.
I saw it pop up.
Nice kid.
Yeah, he qualified for Olympia once.
His legs are crazy. Yes.
Shape is crazy.
We didn't see him completely posed. We just showed Jay his legs.
Yeah. Do you have a score sheets from FIBO?
Yeah, right here. He got straight seconds.
Uh-huh.
Sasan got first. Nasur, he's from Germany.
Yeah.
He got straight seconds. And Dawid Kanota from Poland.
Poland, yeah, Polish guy
straight
was very good.
thirds.
That's the guy that had the craziest legs, especially
nuts.
calves.
Calves, yeah.
We've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, he got
Except
third.
that Frank Hauser.
Yes,
Remember?
Eric Frankhauser.
Okay, that's the only guy that I would say that calves could be too big. I would never think that
Bukowski,
him.
too had big calves.
Yeah, but he had a big quads also, so it fit his look. Eric has a way too big of the calves comparing to his
There's
quads.
only 7 guys in that show.
And 7 guys in Brazil, right? Yeah. So he had 14 guys total in 2 international
Does that
shows.
make you sad?
It makes me angry, really, that my Iron brothers that earned a pro card and have the opportunity are missing opportunities left and right. Mm-hmm. You said before, you know, I insisted, we had that conversation before, everybody should compete, then say it's too expensive. It's investment into your goddamn career. Even if you spend the money and you don't make any money, you're going to be seen on a stage. You're going to be seen by millions of people around the world, right? And you present package that you are proud of. It doesn't matter where you place. And people, oh, I cannot place. I could care less about the placing. I'm serious. I was going every time to show. If I make top 10, that would be like bonus. Mm-hmm. Who cares? You know, your career is now, and you're missing out. You never take the, you know, you're never going to score the shots you don't try.
I think a lot of the guys now, they don't make any money from competing.
Yeah, but listen, even like this, any competitor from any country, he can ask, okay, he needs a sponsor, just pay for my flight and hotel.
But sponsors don't, there's sponsors that don't want competitors.
Yeah, I know, but sponsor, I would personally sponsor somebody, or some other people would say, first time I was going to a European show in Italy, I went to, I was competing in Yugoslavia, right? And I didn't try international yet. And then I decided there was a show in Bari, Italy, and I wanted to go, and of course I don't have money. But then the handball player from my hometown, he says, I play for your flight. I said, what? Yeah. He sponsored me to Pudar is his name. I want to thank him. You know, imagine I was just like nobody wanted to go, and he paid for my flight. I mean, Jay, if some good guy that you could believe in would want to compete whatever right now and say, man, I'm broke, I don't have money. Would you pay for me competing? Would you?
Yeah. Depending if he was good enough,
If you, yeah. Of course. You don't want to be stage decoration. But
Say now he's going to get 500 inboxes.
there's a lot of people that would do that.
I understand. Like I said, I understand why some people they physically don't have the money.
I know.
And a lot of sponsors don't want you if you're a competitor
I
because you
mean,
lose the money.
I've been there, of course.
But the difference is, like, back then, the only way you were seen is if you were on the stage. Nowadays, some of these guys can post a reel and can get more views from one reel than an entire show can get you in a year because their following is bigger than, like, you'll see some of these shows and you'll log in and there'll be 400 people watching it. And there's 300 people in the crowd.
91, my pro debut in San Jose was pro debut because I live in San Diego. There was a flight, was cheap and hotel. So I did that. But then I got the third place and $3,000 award. Like, oh, shit. Now I can do the Niagara Falls and Night of the Champions. I got the money and I put it right away to buy my tickets in the hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I competed. I knew I have no business being at Night of the Champions. I placed 11th, like Jay. But anyway, no, I'm serious. So the guys, there's 400 or 500 open IBB pros, and then you have 7 competitors on the stage.
Yeah. I thought there'd have been more, especially because FIBO paid a good, it wasn't like an entry level. It was a decent chunk, and it's still the biggest expo in the world.
Yeah.
It's still, but this is only their second year there. So I don't know if some guys or maybe some guys assume ours is going to show up or someone and they just don't diet for
There
it.
is no way on planet Earth that during my career there was a show that was organized and that I would pass. Like, what would be my excuse to pass?
Yeah.
You work Monday through Friday, or you take a few days off in between because you don't feel like getting up and working. I mean, ask Jay. Jay works 7 days a week.
He works 8 days a week.
8, yeah. And trains every day.
We trained every day. Shout out to Evo Land.
You train every day?
When we were there, yeah.
15 minutes, right? And then he goes away.
No, we trained every day at Evo Land. So you'd love that gym. They always take
How
really
about
good care of us.
you guys went, I think it was FIBO last year, with that old Nautilus equipment?
Yeah, that was called Train Slogger, I think, something like that. Yeah, they got a bunch of really old equipment from the 1960s in there. It's kind of a cool.
But I tell you this, I used to love that Nautilus pullover machine, and I was like, oh, I can't believe it. And then Newtek has it, and I couldn't wait to do it, and it just didn't feel the same. Pisses me off.
Well, then tell Mr. Bien needs to just get one of those old ones and bring it in and make it better.
That's the one thing that Newtek needs, good pullover machine.
Good pullover.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I suppose you got to get to your training session.
What is it?
It's about 3:30.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but we didn't talk about Arnold Brazil. So pull the score sheets. Leandro won.
Where is it? Let me see. I had it right here.
Leandro Perez, right?
Yep. He won from Brazil. Wellington Pista got second.
Wellington
Blessing
is
got third.
so underrated. First, Leonardo. Beautiful shape, beautiful physique, everything there. He just needed to be super conditioned. And he was in okay condition, but just everything is there so he could, rightfully win. Wellington Baptista? Okay.
That's what it said.
That guy is, way underrated. He pushed Becruz a couple of years ago, in Brazil. He was second to Becruz. And guys, like, dangerous, striated muscles, shapely, everything. He needed better back, and better arms, but And then what do you say about Blessing? He was conditioned enough, but then, when conditioning is costing you something, and it cost him a balance, because he pushed too hard to get dry and flat stomach, and then he lost some legs.
I'm looking to see. Yeah, well, the next show then is New York. There's no show this week in New York, and then Pittsburgh. And I don't know if the California show's right after that. It's usually in
it is
California.
And
so
then
boom, boom, boom.
I think Legion is right after. You have like 4 shows in 4 weekends.
Yeah, Legion's used to be what? August.
Yeah, August, September.
They moved it up. So there's still a good amount of shows this year. You know, it looks like the end of the year will be pretty pretty stacked as well, because I think the Dubai show's at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Obviously. The Dubai show always pays good money, so you'll see.
People are going to go complain that I talk too much and Jay didn't say a word.
No.
I'm just listening to you. What your opinion? We haven't had you on in a while.
Yeah, we haven't had you on in a while. We need you to, you know, who was it that we had on here? Oh, the Dutch Giant. When he came on here, he's like, hey, sorry I talk so much. I'm like, bro, the show, it's about you. It's not about us. It's about you. You're supposed
what
to
a
talk.
Monster. I've seen him at that video in the
big
gym.
human being.
Holy hell.
Made me look like a little.
Yeah, like shrimp cocktail.
It was funny, like as he walks in here and he comes through here, and he ducks his head. His head's about up to here on him, and then he stands up, and you see his head almost to the exit.
What was he doing here?
He came here there was some type of convention for like movies, and he's in this new, what movie is it? Street Fighter. He plays the big Russian guy, so he was doing that, and then WWE wrestling was here, so they invited him to come to the wrestling. So there's a picture of him and some of the guys.
Is he gonna be a?
I don't think he could, just because it just
can move.
You get injured so easy. That's what he was talking about. He can get injured very easy. He can't run. He can't, because he's just too big.
I never watched WrestleMania until this one. I heard Brock Lesnar was gonna fight, and I said let me see it, because Pete was there. So let me see it, and then I realized it's much easier to get injured.
Oh yeah.
At WrestleMania than at the UFC event.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Because they're throwing you. If you just think about it.
Lewis was in the front row.
Yeah, I see. I guess he knew all the characters, and I mean, it's unbelievable, man. So explain to me. I know it's entertainment and all this stuff, but it's a fake shit, and everybody's accepting it, and it's like living a fake life, because we all fake. We enjoy it, right? So this is not.
It's staged, but they could still get killed in there.
So listen, that's why I refused to watch all these years. I never wanted to watch, because why would I? But then when I've seen entertainment, now I said next time on WrestleMania I'm going to go there, probably with Flex Lewis, and cheer for whoever is winning. Yeah,
that's funny.
In my gym, I was San Diego Sports Arena, Jekyll Lanes, because all the guys were coming to Sports Arena, and then everybody was coming. Ultimate Warrior, $1 Million Man, Ravishing Recruit, Macho Man, Randy Savage. They were all training in that gym. And, so I got to take us to go to watch that first one. And that was the last time I said, this is so fucking fake, I can't watch it. I'm serious. And now, what is this, 30 years later, this is first WrestleMania that I watched. I actually enjoyed it.
I've actually gone to 2 matches in my life, and both times I actually sat in the front row. Both times. But
Brock Lesnar retired, and I think that really Brock Lesnar is the baddest motherfucker on earth.
I mean, he went into the UFC and he fought for real. Yeah.
He is like everything put in a one man: explosiveness, power, strength, endurance, flexibility, mobility. Shit. Yeah. Scary. But I tell you this, when he came for that Flex magazine photo shoot in my gym, he was the nicest guy you ever met. He called me sir like 15 times. Like,
big dude.
We tried to like arm wrestle and a little bit. It's like a bear hug. That's what it is,
He lives in Canada, doesn't he?
When Canadian, somebody can just pick you up and throw you, this kind of feeling.
Besides, from Minnesota. Didn't he play for the Vikings? Or
I thought, for some reason, I think he lives in Canada now. Yeah. I remember seeing something. He has some huge ranch across the border in Canada.
Biggest hand you've ever seen also. I mean, I can imagine him in the power slap.
We also saw, what's his name? He came up to say hi to Jay, that famous arm wrestler. Devin something. He came to say hi to Jay. Yeah. He's tall. He's probably 6'6". Because his arms are so morphed, because his hand and his arm. And
I don't know who that is, but
he's like one of the best arm wrestlers.
I know that one guy that has a right forearm twice as big as left.
Yeah, he's German. Yeah, it looks fake. Like his right arm is massive. His left arm is like a twig. Mm-hmm. A lot of those tennis players are like. You ever notice the tennis players? They're like that too.
Martina Navratilova, remember her? Mm-hmm. She had the serving. I think she was serving with the left. So the left forearm was like Popeye, and right was normal.
That's funny.
I've seen the same thing with the I remember they showed Nolan Ryan, and he put both of his arms out, and his right arm was massive, and his left arm was just. Because think about it, you throw 100 miles an hour for. He think he pitched till he was like 42 or 43. Just imagine all those years. But same thing, you'll see the tennis players, their one arm is tiny compared to the other one.
Oh, by the way, how did the Lakers do? They're still 3-1 or
3-1. They lost last night.
the last?
Yeah, I just watched the highlights. I don't got time to watch the whole game. I watched the highlights.
You watched it last night?
I watched like a quarter of it, and then I stopped. And then I just wait and I watch the highlights on YouTube. Can watch the whole game in 12 minutes.
Who's going to win the NBA?
I don't know. I mean, I would assume Oklahoma City is probably gonna. I mean, they won last year and they got the same team back, and they're just more experienced. But I would say they're gonna be the favorite.
I gotta say this publicly, right? So I'm a huge Barcelona fan, and Barcelona fan, the biggest rivalry is against Real Madrid. So now we are 11 points, and we are 99% sure to win, right? So I went on ChatGPT. I said, give me the 5 of Real Madrid best players, Mbappe, Bellingham, Valverde, all this stuff, and have them raise the chair above their head like they're celebrating. They didn't win nothing. They won the chair. And I posted on my Instagram, right, just to piss off all the Real Madrid fans, and they're furious.
You know what Milos is? He's like the ultimate troll.
Hey.
But you know what, though? If your team loses, woo,
no,
they're going to have memes of you.
I'm going to be in depressed mode for years, but I'm going to ride the wave. We are going to win 5 out of 6 tournaments in Spain in the last 2 years, Barcelona. And Real got the 2 chairs. Guys, Blancos.
Milos is going to have all kinds of hate mail in this when we launch this.
I'm gonna enjoy what I can.
All right.
All right.
Get over it and go train. We're done.
Yeah. 3:30, really?